Happy New Year! If you don't know already, I'm Clara, Cullen's girlfriend. I was wondering what you're doing then. And we're going to be talking about your top 3 episodes of 2021, or your top 3 interviews. So, in order, who's your top interview of the year?
In order? Does it have to be in order, or can it just be
just top 3 then.
Because I don't even know if these are in order, but I'm just going to bust them in, right? So, you probably judge it on like who's done best for you, innit? Yeah. So this ain't that, but it actually has been our best one as well. We're not talking at the moment for other reasons, but yeah, the first one has got to be Darren G. You know, shout out to Darren. He is obviously people are hooked on what he says, and he is very entertaining. He's an entertaining guy. You know, without him on YouTube and other platforms, it'd probably be very boring. And his message is very, very strong. It resonates a lot with me, and that's why I got him down in the first place. You know, it weren't because it's Darren G. It was genuinely his message at the time. There was a lot of knife crime in the city of Cardiff during lockdown. I'd say at least 5 to 6 people were being stabbed and being killed in Cardiff.
I'm pretty sure the same week he came down, there was actually a stabbing.
There was. So it was very like, let's get him down, and he came down, and you know, we hit it off. We had nice food, we had nice chat, and we done a great interview.
Gone really well.
Yeah, went very well. You know, like this. To be honest, this is like we're 3 episodes in, and we've got Darren G on the podcast. Like, this is a statement for us. Do you know what I mean? And you know, nothing negative was said on there. Now, don't get it wrong. You know, there's in hindsight, I look back and think, fuck, we had him on too early. Reason I say this is because obviously experience, number one. You know, we're fucking 3 episodes in. I got Darren G. I'm not a fucking interviewer. Do you know what I mean? So I'm quite nervous. Luca and Tom are very young, so it was a bit of like, you know, we could have done a lot better. People who have seen this for the first time as podcasters will probably think, who are these fucking donuts? And I get that. But also, the other reason being is because when we had so much traction from it and it blew up the views and that, when it came to the other episodes and we went down, it was kind of depressing, and it kind of murkied the waters on the organic following we wanted. Now it's slowed, you know, and we're getting them slowly, but we're not getting like shit. I know the followers we're getting and the subscribers we're getting, and people who want to be part of the Central Club are decent people who want to hear positive stuff. If they're hearing something negative on our channel, it's coming with a story or a lesson. So I'm quite glad in a way, and I'm not, but all in all, Darren G's was the best episode, or one of, in my top 3. Obviously I was watching him a lot before, you know, he come on during lockdown, and when I was still smoking drugs towards the end of my drug addiction, I was listening to Darren G. Maybe he was a part of me getting clean, I don't know, but you know, it is. That's shut
cute.
Up.
That's cute.
But yeah, 100%. So yeah, Darren G's number 1.
Okay, second.
Second for me is Rondine Molinaro.
My fave.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Tell me why.
Amazing episode. She's just unreal. What an amazing woman. If you haven't gone and watched her already, make sure you do. The way she's turned her life around, and obviously there's loads of like recovery and success stories, but hers is just mind-blowing. It's just her life is just jam-packed with crazy events and mad things that happen to her, so you need to go and watch it. She could have a film, like there could be 100%. A film on her life.
Yeah. When I done an interview with ITV, the guy Tom Morgan was like, you need to write a book. But my story ain't done yet. Like, I've still got a lot to do.
So much more to put into it.
Yeah.
Because you've got a lot of your past life and only a snippet of your present. Like, you want to have like loads of experience, and you can compare as well.
100%. But Rondine have got that now.
100%.
She's like 10, 15 years into her professional life. She actually got me my job. She gave me the confidence to speak in universities and I like her, which I never thought I'd do. So yeah, it was very like close to me. So I'd say Rondine.
Okay,
Third, so hard. Like I said, we've had great guests. Mark Drakeford comes to mind when it comes to like shock factor of people we had on. Yeah, I know he's a dickhead. He's running our country, and
it was a good interview though.
Yeah, and he come across
but
in a different way.
He didn't understand my question. He answered my question really shitty.
Yeah.
He
So
misunderstood my
if you don't know
question.
who Mark Drakeford is, he runs Wales. He's the Prime Minister of Wales. And, you know, he came on our podcast, which I was very surprised with. Like, I can't imagine Nicola Sturgeon going on James English, or,
That's true,
you know,
yeah.
fucking Boris Johnson going on True Geordie. So for us, that was amazing, you know. And he come down with no mask on just after COVID, and he was calm. He was, like, proper calm. And 90% of the guests we've had on have like, you know, they've gone like, oh, can you take that out? Or, you know, from doing it, they get like paranoid. He was like, yeah, just run with it, put it up, do what you want.
Probably so used to bad shit being put out.
Yeah, of course he is. But we could have turned that into, I don't know, we could have edited it in a way where the narrative fitted us.
Yeah.
So it was great guests like that we had on, but it has to be John Actie. John Actie from Cardiff Bay. If you've, let me break it down. Yeah. So John Actie is from Cardiff. He's from Tiger Bay Docks. His name has been in my mind, my head, growing up as a kid, hearing his name. The story of Lynette White, the murder, has been something we all know, growing up in Cardiff. And yeah, you know, he's a big character. His family's big in the Docks as well. So when the programme A Killing in Tiger Bay came out this year on BBC, I knew I had to have him on. And then obviously James English had him on as well. So it was like so many reasons why he was so good. You know, it was massive at the time. I've been fascinated with it for years. And then we had him on before James English, which was like nice as well. And and the interview went down a storm. The guy is a legend.
What a lovely man.
Yeah. And when I look at our interview compared to James English's interview, our one, we actually dive into who John Actie was before the murder, because the police framed him up to be this big gangster. So we wanted to find out who he was and why they arrested him. Where with James English, he was more just like, oh, so what happened? And, you know, a lot of them...
A lot more personal, wasn't
Yeah. And like a lot more... And we've done it for the city. We did it for the country of Wales and for the city, because this is, you know, I don't think John Actie's name has been, you know, in people's ears up in Glasgow or Scotland more than it have in Wales. So we've done it for our country, and I'm very proud of that. And the feedback we had. And even John Actie, he came to the Christmas special the other day. He feels like he's a different person from it. So, you know, we're really happy that happened, and I think they're my top threes. I've had some great memories as well. Like there's been some, you know, the Christmas special rings to mind.
Local running out with
Mount
Fire. I think that was possibly the funniest thing I've ever seen
Biggie,
in my life.
Joe Ledley, booting doors, Andrew Selby.
The
There's just so much that happened in 2021, and I'm very grateful for it. And I thank everyone we've come into contact with. And yeah, let's just see what 2022 brings.
Let's see.
Stay central.
Stay central.